Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
A police officer and a community support officer have been found guilty of misconduct in public office over their handling of a case involving a man murdered after neighbours wrongly believed he was a paedophile. Bijan Ebrahimi was beaten to death on his estate in Bristol 2 years ago, even though he had made numerous calls to the police in the days before he died. Mr. Ebrahimi's family today said they believed his death could have been prevented if police had acted properly. And a warning, this report from our Home Affairs correspondent Andy Davis does contain some distressing images.
Even some taxis, how can I help?
Yes, hi. My name is Bijan Ebrahimi.
He was 44, originally from Iran, living alone, and one night falsely accused of being a paedophile.
Lee! Take pictures of me again, I'll f*** you up! Lee!
Then 2 days later, he was beaten to death, his body dragged across his estate and set alight, murdered by a neighbour.
My life in danger. Could you please come?
Now a jury has concluded he was failed by a police officer. He so desperately wanted to help him.
Bijan Ebrahimi on the phone asking for you. No worries.
No,
That's fine.
I've no intention of taking any calls from Bijan Ebrahimi.
That officer, Kevin Duffy, was today convicted of misconduct in public office.
We now look to the Chief Constable to dismiss Officers Duffy and Passmore from the force with immediate effect. Our search for justice for Bijan continues.
It was a summer's evening in Bristol. From his flat, Mr. Ebrahimi films another resident, Lee James, drinking beer next to his children, evidence of what he considers antisocial behaviour. James spots him, mistakenly thinks he's focusing on the children and rushes over.
Don't you dare take pictures of me, alright?
You come to my house.
I come to your house, don't take pictures of me then, alright?
Go out of my house.
Get the away with the pictures,
Go
alright?
out of my house.
You go ahead, caller. What's the address of the emergency?
Mr. Ebrahimi calls 999, claiming he's been assaulted. PC's Leanne Winter and Helen Harris arrive. Lee James was frothing at the mouth, one would later record, threatening to do time for his kids. Bijan Ebrahimi, still filming, is warned repeatedly to stay inside.
Get in.
You are coming
You
here
are
to
making it
look
worse.
after
Now
me.
get inside.
He's then arrested to prevent a breach of the peace. They should have arrested Lee James instead, claimed the prosecution, but today the two constables were cleared of any offence. PC Harris, however, admitted the way she spoke to Mr. Ebrahimi in the police station was, at times, as she put it, unprofessional.
No, I'm talking to you as a friend.
No, you're not my friend, that's the point. I'm a police officer, you're a pain in the ass. Don't speak to me.
What away on someone else?
His overnight detention, they'd argued, had been partly for his own safety. PC Harris's frustration with him, she said,
Just be quiet.
stemming in part from Mr. Ebrahimi apparently calling her a racist.
What part of be quiet do you not understand? Shut up!
But it's the conduct of another officer the following day, which a jury today assessed as criminal. Back home, Bijan Ebrahimi is told his local beat officer, PC Kevin Duffy, will follow up on his complaint of assault. But PC Duffy repeatedly refuses to speak to him or visit him, even though made aware of the risk of vigilantism against Mr. Ebrahimi.
Even a Somerset Police, how can I help?
Good afternoon. My name is Bijan Ebrahimi.
Leaving Bijan Ebrahimi alone at home, scared, and repeatedly calling the police.
Can I speak to the PC Kevin Duffy? I'm expecting him, and I've got a mob outside my door.
Okay, let me see if I can call him for you. One moment, please.
Can you ask him when he's going to come, because I don't feel safe? Is he coming or not? That's all what I want to ask him.
Kevin Duffy would later claim that he'd had more urgent cases to attend to, that Mr. Ebrahimi, who had a history of difficulties with neighbours, couldn't always be taken as reliable. The prosecution said he just wasn't interested because he didn't like Mr. Ebrahimi.
I've got Bijan Ebrahimi.
Bijan Ebrahimi. I'm not talking to that man tonight. I'm involved with log 656. I'm sorry, I'm going to go off in 1 second because I've had repeat calls from this man. I am considering doing Mr. Ebrahimi for harassment if he keeps on calling.
How painfully different the tone adopted by Mr. Ebrahimi as he emailed PC Duffy 3 hours later.
Hello, sir. I'm very sorry if I was trying to contact you. But as soon as I came back to my area, they started calling me nasty things, and I couldn't feel safe to stay at home. Could you please tell me when you are available to meet to discuss the matter? Many thanks. Bijan Ebrahimi.
PC Duffy, now off duty, wouldn't read that email for another 24 hours. PC Duffy, now off duty, wouldn't read that email for another 24 hours.
Good morning. My name is Bijan Ebrahimi. I was just wondering if...
And by then, within an hour of this, Bijan Ebrahimi's 18th call in 2 days to the Police 101 number, Lee James has beaten him to death and with a neighbour hauled his body to the side of a road where, as you can just make out in this footage, he douses him in white spirit and leaves his body to burn. Lee James was subsequently convicted of murder. Today the family of Bijan Ebrahimi said they believed his murder could have been prevented had the police dealt with him properly.
PC Duffy should have responded to Bijan's call in first place. He should have gone to see him and listened to him. Bijan, the problem was Bijan wasn't listening at all. The way he was begging for help, it was devastating for the family.
A police community support officer, Andrew Passmore, was also convicted of misconduct. He'd lied about the amount of time he'd spent patrolling the estate a day before Mr. Ebrahimi's death. This tragedy should never have happened, said Avon and Somerset Police today. The force still has 18 police officers and staff facing disciplinary proceedings in relation to this case. The full extent of how this vulnerable man was so badly let down by those meant to protect him has yet to be established.
Andy Davis reporting from Bristol.
I've been getting away with it all